Hello everyone, today we're going to do square number 36 for the 2025 sampler blanket, and this square is called the Swerve Stitch. For this project you'll need your yarn. I'm using Stylecraft Special DK, which is an 8-ply. A corresponding hook, for me that's a 4mm. You'll need scissors, darning needle and a ruler or tape measure to keep track of the size of your square. I'm using US terminology, and our chain needs to be made in multiples of 2. So I'm going to do 22 chains. With my yarn end in the right hand, make a loop around 2 fingers on the left. Pulling that loop up, and you've got a movable slip knot. Yarn over and then pull through the loop on your hook for your chain. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through. Go off and make the amount of chains that you need, and I'll meet you back here very soon. Picking up your chain, you can see that the V's are on the front and there's back bumps on the back. I work into those, and that's just my personal preference, so you can do whichever way you like. I've made my 22 chains, and now I'm going off-piste. I'm changing the pattern because they're asking for the first row to be V-stitches, right? I don't like it when you do V-stitches first and you've got chain spaces left and it looks really gappy and unstable. So we're going to do our first row as single crochets, just as a nice base. So let's work into the second chain from our hook. You don't count the first loop that's on your hook, you count 1 and 2. You can either work into the front of your chain or in the back bumps like I do. Pop your hook in, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both loops on your hook. Popping your hook into the chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. So we're doing a single crochet into each chain, and that's going to be our row number 1. You go off and do that, and I'll meet you at the end really soon. Row number 2, we're going to chain 2, and this time that chain is going to count as a half double crochet. We're going to skip 1 and 2 stitches and do a half double crochet V-stitch in the third. So yarn over, popping your hook in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all the loops on your hook. Chaining 1 to make the V-stitch and doing another half double crochet into that same space. Skipping 1 and 2, yarn over, pop your hook in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, yarn over and chain 1. Now making another half double crochet in that same space, skipping 1 and 2, doing a half double crochet, chain 1 and another half double crochet, skip 2, do a half double crochet, chain 1 and a half double crochet, skip 2, half double crochet, chain 1 and half double crochet, skipping 2, do a half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, skipping 1, and now we will do a half double crochet into that very last stitch. For row number 3, we're going to chain 1, and that chain isn't considered as a stitch. We're going to do single crochets, so we'll start with the first single crochet into the top of the stitch below, popping your hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops on your hook. Now we're going to make 2 single crochets into that V-stitch, so wrapping your hook around that chain 1. So hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and again pull through 2. Now we're going to do a single crochet between the 2 V-stitches. So we're going into the center of that stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now 2 single crochets into that V-stitch and a single crochet into the stitch in between the V-stitches. 2 single crochets into the V-stitch and 1 single crochet in between. 2 single crochets into the V, 1 single crochet in between. 2 single crochets into the V-stitch, 1 single crochet in between. 2 single crochets into the V-stitch. Now 1 single crochet into the top of what is chain 2, but it's acting as your half double crochet. Now we're going to do 2 chain and turn our work. That chain is considered a stitch for this row. Now we're going to skip 2, so 1 and 2, and then we're going to do our V-stitch into the 3rd single crochet. Yarning over to make a half double crochet, pop your hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 stitches. Chain 1 and make another half double crochet into that same space. Skip 2 single crochets, working into the 3rd one with a half double crochet, a chain 1 and a half double crochet. Skip 2 stitches, doing a half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet. Skip 2 stitches, half double crochet, chain 1 and half double crochet. Skip 2, doing a half double crochet, chain 1 and a half double crochet. Skip 2, do a half double crochet, chain 1 and a half double crochet, and finishing off this row with a half double crochet at the end in the top of that single crochet from below. Here we are. Our pattern is starting to form. I just want to check my work again to make sure it's wide enough. Yep, it's 12 centimeters. Our next row is single crochets. So I've chained 1, turned my work, and now I need to do a single crochet into the stitch below because this chain is not considered a stitch. Pop your hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to do 2 single crochets into the V-stitch. That's 1 and that's 2. Now we're going to do a single crochet into the stitch between the 2 V-stitches. Now 2 single crochets in the V-stitch, 1 single crochet in between. 2 single crochets in the V-stitch, 1 single crochet in between. Now go along and finish off this row of single crochets, and then the next row will be V-stitches. And then keep on going, alternating the 2 like that, and I'll see you back towards the end. I just need to do 1 more row to reach my 12 centimeters in length. So we're going to do 2 chains, turn our work. Now this is a V-stitch row. So this chain is considered as a half double crochet. Now we're going to skip 2 stitches and do a half double crochet V-stitch in the 3rd. So yarn over, pop your hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3, chain 1 and do another half double crochet into that same space, skipping 2 stitches from below, doing a half double crochet, chain 1 and a half double crochet. Now I'm going to go along and I'll meet you back at the end. Near to the end of the row, I'm just finishing off my V-stitch, and now I'm going to make a half double crochet into that very last stitch. I'm going to measure this up and see if we may even need to do one more row. Yep, I'm going to do one more row of the single crochet. So yarn over and chaining one, turning your work, not counting that chain as a stitch. We're going to do a single crochet into the first stitch below, popping your hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both. Now we're going to do 2 single crochets into that V-stitch. We're going to do a single crochet into the stitch between the 2 V-stitches. 2 single crochet in the V-stitch, 1 single crochet in between. I'll meet you at the end of this row. There we are. Now I'm up to 12 centimetres and I'm happy. Snipping off that yarn, pulling the loop out with your darning needle, working the ends away. And now we have a completed swerve stitch done, which is really very similar to this. The only difference that I can find is that this one doesn't do a single crochet in between the V's. So these patterns are starting to get only ever so slightly different. Righto. I will see you next time for squares number 37 and 38. Happy crocheting and take care till then. Bye for now.